Wow. Wow. All right. So
Crazy.
we've made it. It's finals time.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a big day. It's been a long day. It's been a fun day, most of all.
Phenomenal play today. I mean, the stream has seen nothing but fantastic matches.
John Noble is an animated GIF. His fall has been GIFed already. Thank you.
Knew that was going to happen.
Whoever has done that.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
He's not a fan of it, but I am. But I'm also a fan of this. So incredible stakes. We've talked about these guys a lot. Of course, they've played one of the match of the day thus far, which I guess is saying a lot.
It is.
But we were talking a little bit about it. So he's got to be beaten twice. Rick's got to be beaten twice in this by Lance. You play your game. When we've seen this on the arcade side, it's a little that first match is almost like a freebie, right? So how do you treat it? You've been in these situations before.
I have, and I didn't do well. I was king of the hill one time in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
And Stephen Tyree, I'm sure you remember that guy.
Oh yeah.
And I lost twice in a row to him. The first one I felt like, all right, it's out of the way. I'm still playing well, and he took it to me again, and I lost. And it's disheartening, man, to lose that first one. Then you feel a little bit of pressure. You're like, okay, that's out of the way. I can't lose again.
Oh, yeah, you lose the one. It's like, but then all of a sudden, pressure squarely on you.
And
right?
then it juices your opponent. Like, okay, that advantage is gone. I win, and I win a championship. But Rick hasn't been fazed by anything today. He lost to Lance earlier, and he played great when he lost.
I did connect with Lance after that match. Was talking to him out there a little bit. He is loose. He is very, very loose. He's excited. We shared a urinal space together. You know, you talk shop at the urinals. No, he just seems just like he's having fun.
Yeah.
And when you really do just enjoy yourself at this thing, which can be hard to do in this space,
We've seen the head be bopping.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's got a little animation to himself right now. He's playing well. He's loose, like you're saying. He's talking to people in the crowd. I don't know. I hope we see an 18 holes here.
And by the way,
that is fantastic.
Look at the course. You've been calling for it.
Finally.
A little Tundra action.
Finally.
I think. There we go. We're firing up Wi-Fi's. We're warming up with some practice putts. This has been delightful. All right, so for Tundra, it is. I think there's a couple of very standout-ish holes here, but what stands out for you about the course in general?
So it's pretty similar to me as like, say, a pine front, a crawdad front, except there are some teeth on some of these holes as you get through maybe the first 4 or 5 holes on Tundra front. So there are some challenging looks, but when you get to the back, that's when the fun begins, because once you get to like hole 13, it's gnarly. I mean, there's a lot of swing holes. Now, these guys act like they don't know what a swing hole is. They just continue to birdie and eagle every hole.
Mortals. Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm hoping Tundra puts on a show for us, and the conditions are a little violent.
Yes,
that would be nice.
You want it to flex its muscle, which is good. All right, so.
Now, Rick hasn't played in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long break, and he is allowing himself some putting practice.
And I you know what?
I'm good with it, man.
It makes sense. It's been a while.
I'm sure he wants to swipe a little bit. You know, Lance probably wants to keep on going to ride that high from that win over Riley Hitchcock. As a matter of fact, he is playing. He is starting his match.
Yeah, why wait, I guess, if you're, Now, granted, with the pace of play, we think we know where this is going to go. Lance is going to jump out to a start, which he was going to probably do anyways. The fact that he's already got a bit of a start. Now, it's interesting. He just pulled off his cans, and I don't think he wants to get too far ahead.
Yeah, this is a little weird. I'm sure, Lance is looking at this like, I know you need to warm up, but I'm not going to play 3 or 4 or 5 holes. Thank you, Kevin Lindsay.
Wow.
What a good man.
What a good man. Thank you, Kevin. Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, cheers, man. We have had, I don't know if you expected to be in that seat for 5 hours.
No, but I enjoy it. I do. I I'm like a little kid with this stuff, man.
As Gino calls you, the captain of the operation.
Yeah, but you guys actually know what you're talking about. I just get to hang out and drink beers and watch. Now,
well, I hope I act like I know what I'm talking about tomorrow. A little out of my element, not like I used to be.
Who are you kidding? You'll be fine. All right, so I'm still surprised that we have not hit a shot yet, but we're going to hit a shot. Just saying.
God,
but it has been a
so
while.
Good.
That's tough. It's tough to, get off your seat and go. Now, Lance is
just misses to the left. The distance was nice.
It was nice.
And Rick is away.
All right, so we are off and running.
I thought somebody said Chad.
Yeah, me too.
I thought, oh crap.
Celeb in the house.
Who knows me in here besides about 100 people? But not very many women in here know me. It's all men.
Everybody on the stream knows you.
Yeah.
And most people in here know you. All right, so I do like just some of the modifications that were made to Tundra for mobile, including this hole, because it becomes a really kind of fun hole, reachable. This
is almost like a stinger style shot here with a 9-wood though. This is one that you make fairly often.
Yep.
And I would not be surprised whatsoever to see Lance drain this sucker.
All right, so.
I mean, it's a flat green too. It's up 3, but there is no left or right. You get the wind right here. Only 1.5 miles, so he's probably clicked 3 or 4 to the right, and he will let this go straight. If he hits it with the right distance, he'll make it.
Oh, wow.
Great shot. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So Lance is feeling it. That's his second hole out in 3 holes, if you consider that he holed out the par 4 for a victory.
Yeah.
He just misses 1, then holes out 2. So I can see why he wants to keep his foot on the gas and keep playing.
Yeah, I think depending on the flow of the match, that could change. But right now, just apply maximum pressure. You know you're, and you know what? You're probably going to be out in front anyways, so you might as well run with it.
Yeah, just maybe you look at it as Rick. He knows Rick plays at his pace, and maybe Lance says, I'm just going to play at my pace.
Would that frustrate you? Again, play at your own pace. Who cares? But it also it throws the rhythm off a little bit, I would imagine, for a competitor.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
goodness.
I guess if you're playing well, you don't care, right?
Yeah, but again, we talked about how Rick, when you play from behind, and I don't mean by strokes, I mean holes behind, you know what you need.
Yeah.
And that is a distinct advantage.
Yes. I don't think that's the attempt. I think.
Oh, no. There's no maliciousness
and I know you don't
behind.
either. But Look
at that
wow.
answer. This is crazy. The level of Golden Tee right now is freaking crazy.
Unbelievable. So another answer. Wow.
Good Lord. I'm getting the stream open back up on my phone to see what some of you have to say right now.
All right, so Lance now we're back to all square.
Let's look at this. Now, Lance had a really good run at this, and it doesn't look right now as if SwiperSniper wants to use a javelin. It looks like he's contemplating a safer shot, not letting that ball kind of run down this green. Ooh, and he still found the snow.
Interesting.
Now, he could Ranger putt this, no issues. Just got to line it up properly.
Yeah. Lance is sizing this one up. All right.
So he is going with an Orbits.
That ball's treated him well.
Yes, it has.
All right, so all square, more fireworks. Hole 5 on this course tortured me on the arcade version.
It's hard on this one too.
Yeah,
you've got to hit it just right. So what Lance is going to do is hit this high loft driver, Maniacs, high tee. This won't even clip rock. This will carry, And actually, I think what he's looking at is figuring out a way where he can snug this up. This is not a bad look.
Okay.
This is not a bad look.
Yeah,
And even if he does clip rock the backside of that mountain, it's going to kick it forward towards the hole. Very, very little chance of this being anything but a good shot. Good effort.
Yeah, so that's a long, long shot.
Ranger,
Yep.
no issues. Look at him. You're right. He's loose as a
He
goose.
told me what he was listening to, and I'm not a great reporter, clearly.
You forget?
But it was a live show.
Oh.
And he had said he was, or a recorded live show, and he said he was definitely feeling it.
Well, he's got the look of like, right now, of like he's got fish, a live fish.
It was
show
not fish, but it was
from
something in the
Miami.
hipsterish genre.
Yes.
Since he's acquired that distinction by me.
He may never forgive you, but at least he can't say
No,
you've
but
been
you know what? I was his curse, so to speak, with qualifying. I think we've buried that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get to the championship.
No,
in
it's
flames.
cool now.
Yep.
It's cool now. But he can have a new thing to be angry about.
So Rick was initially looking at a high loft driver. Now he is looking at the 3-wood. And we saw Lance. He hit the high loft driver, but he took some off of it.
Yep.
Because with that wind and coming down from an elevation change, that could have gone off the green. Lance did not hit his best shot on 6, and Rick is still looking here on 5. So Lance is now 2 holes ahead of
That may get wider.
Rick, and it's not unexpected.
No.
Rick thinks these out. That's a good look too.
Yeah, this is.
Lance can be aggressive here.
So this is going to land, I'm assuming, and just really kick.
Yeah, it'll kick hard left.
Yep.
Oh, Rick took too much off that. He's left himself, at least it's straight, 77 feet straight down the hill.
Wow.
Just completely straight.
That's crazy.
There's the kick you were talking about.
Yeah, there it is.
The distance was good. You almost needed to start it more right.
Yep.
Yeah, he's really enjoying what he's listening to.
And I think he's feeling some redemption too. I think in some respects he's probably the guy wants to win everything he does, but I think he's also very satisfied now that after all the stuff and the close calls, like
it was worth it.
You make the finals, you can yeah, you want to win, but boy, this is a hell of a run.
For both guys, right?
Yeah, think about it too. He had to, play his way in. It's long, man. That's long for everybody. But wow.
Last chance qualifier went for the second highest amount money in the Calcutta.
Yep.
Guys taking a tremendous chance on him even making the field.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great point.
And boy, has that paid off. Orbits.
Boy,
great
I'll
shot
tell you,
points.
That's a ball that you don't see a lot of people. Look, these guys see awfully he's got that thing on a string.
Like you see Rick hit a sniper probably 7 out of 10 shots into a green. Lance is hitting orbits, jabs. I mean, he's got what he's comfortable with. Rick's playing what he's comfortable with.
Yes.
And it's 2 different games of Golden T-Mobile right now.
It is.
They play
No,
it
it
a lot
really
different.
is. You're absolutely right. It's much different strategy.
Like even here, I mean, I think Lance hit maybe a grabber. Rick with the sniper starts this thing well to the right. Can hear the closest to the pin competition going off.
We're gonna. Oh, good shot.
That'll be up next.
We're gonna do that. Yeah. So we're gonna try and wire up some of the games up there. We've the arcade machines on stage. We've left them alone. We don't want to get in the way of these guys. So we didn't wire those up before because these guys need to concentrate. That's a good shot by Lance. But we're gonna try and wire them up real fast. Get a quick photo with our winner, whoever that is, and I think you and I are gonna.
We're gonna call it a night as far as announcing goes, correct?
yeah. You have to.
Who's coming up next? Who's gonna lose through? Kevin?
Kevin Lindsay will be up next. I think we might get Mouth up here too, potentially.
Oh, nice. Yeah. A lot of the mobile guys I talk to really like Mouth.
Oh yeah.
They like how he explains the thought process behind a lot of the arcade
Absolutely, yeah.
And he does a good job of that.
Oh, he does.
And
he
he's
does.
entertaining as hell, right?
Yeah,
So
you guys make it very fun to listen to because you all have your different styles, and yet you're all just incredibly informative.
Lance is saying, I don't care anymore what you're doing. I am going full speed ahead. I'll finish my 18. I don't care when you get done with yours.
Now, that's an interesting spot there.
It's not bad.
Okay.
That plays fine.
Okay.
That plays fine.
I mean, he wasn't,
that thing
devastated,
kicks
clearly.
violently. It kicks violently.
Yeah, it does.
It's
the slope
unpredictable.
there.
Yep. So I think he was surprised it went that far into that, but it plays fine. Oh boy,
It's interesting.
Now he does. This is either a Ranger mini putt or it's a chip.
What do you think here? Looking at it, well, he thinks he's
Ranger putt. Left 2. This is big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what I talked about earlier. That putter under that situation with that little bit of a lip, it acts as if it's another type of chipper.
Just a different
That's how guys
wedge.
have began using that.
That kind of shot, by the way, was the undoing of Lance in a couple of instances in various qualifiers.
Volcano 18.
Yes.
Remember that one?
Rocky, is it 16 or 17? Yes, it was. This is an interesting. Look at this.
He's got a chance.
It's launch time here.
Both players still clean. It's hard to really put a score that we could talk about. Lance is so far ahead of Rick, but we both know that neither player's made a mistake. Rick has holed out hole 2. Lance holed out hole 2.
I'll say this, though. It doesn't seem like Rick has been looking up a lot. Honestly, I don't. Lance has, been in his game pretty much throughout whenever he's played.
This is a great look, by the way.
Oh, yeah. This is.
Lance has a tremendous chance to make another hole out. And you don't get a lot of chances on Tundra to hole out.
Yeah. Well, not only is it a great chance, but that your guy who's going to be coming to this and
it has the same look you're going to have, right?
He's going to have the same look. So there's that pressure.
3-iron javelin. Just misses to the left. Frustrated. He knows he needed that.
Now you got to hope. Now you got to hope your guy misses it. Now that's a key moment. But you got some interesting holes coming up here.
So SwiperSniper on 14 under pace. We know Lance shot a 14 under on the front. They tied.
Yep.
Those were one betters. Pars 13 under on that.
I actually don't think that this sending results is a bad thing for Lance right now after that. Slow him down a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't look perturbed. He looks like, okay, catch my breath.
He's going to hit retry again. Rick taking his time, looking at this 3-wood. Rick can be a little bit aggressive here. He can throw this all the way to the pin without worry about going over. Nice shot. And he will finish 14 under on the front. He looks and sees that Lance is also clean. And so we move on. Lance is now playing.
And now Rick, though, has a tremendous hole-out opportunity here on the horizon.
And if Rick lands this properly in the fairway, this is a good javelin look as well. So he can take full aim at 10. We know he can take full aim at 11.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to the meat of the course. You get to the teeth.
Absolutely.
Good shot from Lance. It's fine. It's not a great shot, but it's fine. Ranger from the mess, I'm going to call it.
Yeah. Whatever that's in.
I never know what to call that. Like every time I called around.
Winter slop.
Yeah.
Glacial dirt. I don't know.
Glacial dirt was nice.
That's pretty solid here.
Yeah.
8 hours in or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Glacial dirt.
So look at that look from. So Rick is using. Now we haven't seen this from Rick.
Yeah.
That's that 3-iron Stinger Sniper. I would say you hit this right at 58%. Somewhere in there.
Sounds amazing.
57%.
Oh, God bless you and your
Let's see.
obscene knowledge for this game.
I'm calling 57. 57. Ooh, look at that pin that Lance is facing on 13. That is disgusting. And he's also hitting a 3-iron sniper. He hit at 54 and he was short.
57.
57. I might have gone past, and I might have been mad at myself if I would have hit that 57. But
I don't know. That's still pretty.
I don't think it would have gone long where you couldn't make a putt. But 54,
57
not quite enough.
A chance to go in.
Yeah, might have exploded the hole. Lance is going to throw this in low. Will this ride the glacier?
Yeah, this is.
No, he landed that clean. Good shot.
That's a good shot.
All right, here's Rick's look.
Yep.
This is the one Lance just missed to the left.
It's a great look.
It is.
It's a great look. So
And
I'm
he's
curious.
got the right angle at it, too.
Yeah, he does. So
does he also hit a 3?
now Lance looked up. You notice that? Just
First time
in a
I've
while.
seen that.
Now he may have just been adjusting his leg, and he,
now that you say that, I bet he didn't look at the. He was hell bent on not looking at it.
he may not have even been looking at that. I just saw his head tilt up. Send the result. Thank you. Send it.
For the love of God, send the result.
Send it.
SwiperSniper, a chance to take a one-stroke lead.
Big one.
And he also misses it just left.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Wow is right.
Man.
That's a surprise that neither of them got that.
It is, because that was a really good look.
Both of them, too.
Yeah, that has been the second best hole out look that they've seen today. Obviously 2, since they both made it. But that was a better look than 1 and 10.
So now you start to get into some really interesting holes, though. 15 is a monster.
And Lance has done himself well here, because you can get in trouble on this drive where you get into the glacial dirt. Mm-hmm. You've got to use a Ranger sometimes or club up. So he's from the fairway here. That's a good look.
This is a pretty solid look at this. I mean,
he does have a good look.
This is.
Oh, look at that shot. So much better than what Lance hit. That's a beautiful shot.
Where glacial dirt was born.
That is where it was born. Okay,
that's just
short.
So hard to get that back.
It is, because if you calculate incorrectly and are too aggressive, you've lost a stroke.
Oh, yeah.
You're not making that chip from the dirt. Or the snow, whatever's behind there, actually.
I got to be honest. Hole 15 has just tortured me across all platforms of Golden Tee over my years.
This is interesting. I'm just curious how he's going to play this one. Is he going to go with a high loft driver? I mean, there's multiple ways you can go at this one.
So what would you do here?
I think I would hit a Maniacs up and over. And you've got to win that. That's going to
push it back.
It's almost like a safety net.
It is. You get the height.
Yeah.
And what do you hit? You hit a pretty much full or 98-ish? How full?
I think that if you could hit anywhere from 98 to 100% here and be on the green. And you just got to make sure you get it all the way over. I don't know that you want to hit at a full 100%. So what do you go, 98? Yeah, good shot.
Good go at it.
Yep, that was good.
Look at me calling a percentage.
That was good.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, that was good. You called that accurately.
I needed to see 5 hours of this shit to understand a little bit what I'm talking about. But one shot.
So he is looking. Rick is looking at. What is Rick looking at? He's looking at something. As he yawns. It's been a long day for everybody.
It has been a long day, man.
And for these guys that hyper focused on what you're doing.
It's
mentally taxing.
Absolutely. Also, there's something physically exhausting about standing, but sitting, your neck.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's gonna be a long day for them.
I am hungry.
Yes.
Indeed.
I actually thought about that before this match, that I had not eaten in about.
It's been a while. I eat a lot.
My lunch was not. We were setting it up. Food management today has been poor at best for me.
I think we had breakfast. I had breakfast with the great Chris Hampstead and Walter Flores around 9:30 at the Mirage. So it's been exactly 12 hours since I've last eaten.
Yeah. Well, I bet you that alcohol's having some fun though.
It is.
Saying, good luck.
I would not mind some sushi from Benihana.
Yes.
Okay. Lance is in prime position, and so is Rick. Can Rick get it all the way back there? Do you even want to get it all the way back
That's
there?
the thing, right? So could he? Sure, but at what cost?
And he is a little bit on that down slope of that fairway. He is going to lose a little bit of distance from that. Just a little. But you do.
It's very, very difficult. And it's just probably not where you take your stab, but the line is so good.
I mean, look at the wind he set up with himself. Oh, he doesn't make it up.
No.
He tried to run that torpedo up.
So that was the strat, is to do exactly that, but obviously, add a yard and a half.
So he is going to have this an opportunity now for Copperthorne once he gets to the 16th hole to have a chance to take a lead.
I don't think Lance much cared for the screen look there. Maybe I'm making something out of nothing. But it seemed to be, I'm just saying.
I mean, Rick had a nice gander.
He had a nice gander, and Lance was ready to pause. Literally hit pause. And then had a librarian look.
So it looks like he's trying to figure out how he is going to make.
So this is
when this thing hits the green, it dives dead left immediately.
So
that's a tough chip from the ice. And Rick is now playing the shot Lance hit earlier. He's got the 310 driver out. He's gonna use the Maniacs, one would think.
Yes.
He is just now in his head figuring out how hard do I want to hit this. Lance hit his 98%.
So on Lance's shot, obviously playing the break is playing the break. But I'm curious with just getting over that elevation. He's got an 8-iron. That's a big hill to climb right there.
Oh, he just misses left. And now he worries. Is that the shot that may give Rick Copperthorne a world champion?
Said a word to himself, but
16 is the hardest hole for GT Par. I would be willing to bet in Golden T-Mobile the league last year. If you look over everybody that played all season long, you'd be hard-pressed to find the 16 gets eagled very often. Yeah,
and you saw Lance with that shot. It was so close to being really good.
It was very close. It climbed that ice, just did not get all the way to the top. Rick does not know yet that Lance birdied.
Oh, that was in the vicinity of being.
Here's Rick's Maniacs, also hits 98%, and he's left himself a chip.
Yeah.
So he will use the chipper, and we have seen him be absolutely deadly with this. Every time he's found trouble, he has rescued himself with this club. And he does again.
What a chip.
Does it again.
What a chip. All right, so now things are getting very, very interesting if they weren't already.
If Rick eagles this hole, I think Rick is going to be your champion.
Yeah, because
he'll have a one-stroke lead, and 18 does not look
17 certainly wasn't
horrible.
too bad. I mean, that's maybe a go time, honestly.
I don't think Rick even needs to look at the monitor to know what an eagle would mean to him here.
I think he understands. Yeah, I agree with you.
Lance, sniper, lands the green. What a shot.
Wow.
What a shot. Now he will again watch Rick Copperthorne finish the back nine and to see where his fate lies.
So there's Lance.
However
it shakes out.
Lance shoots 27 under.
What a run.
That is a clean round.
What a run. Came
One
up
hole
about
out.
a yard and a half short of being clean.
And he knows that 16.
Does not look particularly thrilled with himself, but you know what? Lance has been in this game a long time. He knows the feeling. Now, this is very interesting. Well, now Lance is getting up. He shrugged it off. Stretching out his legs.
You know, sometimes that this tee shot in this landing area, I mean, it's tough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you about that, too, because
it's not the easiest shot to hit. Rick's done a nice job here. Let's see if he elects to run a torpedo up this fairway, up the ice, and see if it has the momentum to climb the rest of the way. Lance's did not. And he's not going with the torpedo. That's the streak.
That's interesting.
That is the streak. What is he looking? He's trying to see where that glacial dirt is. He doesn't want to run. He doesn't want to run that ball into that. So here he goes. Oh boy, that was not the effort I expected.
No.
And Lance is back alive.
It hit back alive. Absolutely.
A lot of eyes watching this chip.
Yeah, the crowd is really gathered here.
If he makes this, he's going to win the championship.
I mean, what a chip. Huge. Thousands of dollars.
This is going to hit the green and just explode to the left.
Oh, it's tough, man.
I would say your chance of making that shot about 10%.
Yeah, I agree. You got to pick your line. Now, here's the thing. This is not didn't look like a bad look. Lance gave this a pretty good go.
Lance hit an orbits here. That was weird to me.
That's his ball, man.
It is, but it's just I mean, I'm not questioning Lance. I mean,
no.
His head's in, but you know, for me, that was just a weird.
Wow,
that was weird.
For as much as he's waited on shots, this is. All right, I jinxed it. I'm sorry. But that was rapid. You know what I mean? That was.
Yeah, he almost struck that.
And I think he kind of caught himself too, saying, "Whoa."
Yeah. He has decided it's what he wants to hit. He's going to hit this full 100%. And that is nicely done. Great shot points.
All right, so hole 18.
We're a putt, a tee shot, and a putt away from going to sudden death again. Now Lance hit an awesome shot here.
He did hit an awesome shot. I don't know. Again, my sizing up of holes is different than yours. This would terrify me.
It's hard.
This would terrify me. And the thing that terrifies me most is just that it's just awkward. That stagger is kind of awkward. That the pin with the wind, it's not horrible. The pin could be further left.
And you know what's also scary? If you don't get close here,
yes,
that putt
yes.
is horrific.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
That putt goes down and you're completely screwed.
So are you cutting this then? Obviously here, pull back a little bit right
a little, and you could also start it left like he's doing and let the wind help you. And it looks like that's really what he's going to do mostly. He may put a little cut. No, he's doing a straight shot, letting the wind help. Oh, he's got a little bit longer putt than Lance had, just a little. Left ninth and more than a little. That's a hard putt.
That's got some teeth. Wow.
And we're going to sudden death.
Sudden death.
These guys are playing a game that I am just literally not familiar with right now.
And there's a $10,000 check sitting right there as well.
That is not the putt that Rick wanted. I can promise you that. He was happy he was on that green. That is not the putt you want. A 37-foot left nine to force a sudden death in the championship of the World Championship.
So, all right, let's talk sudden death here. Put down my drink. What hole? Because sudden death, we just got done with a bunch of sudden death, right? So anything jump out immediately when these guys are?
We know that 10 is an opportunity to get a hole out.
Yep.
11 can present decent looks, right?
Yep.
So
it could. I guess this is a course too that's so setup contingent, right? Like a look may present itself. Maybe a tip, and then obviously the further you go, if we get to 15, 16.
And then all of a sudden, the first person, and then you're looking at 16. I'll say this now: if someone gets to 16 at Eagles, he's going to win this tournament. It is hard for me to see a situation where both guys eagle one of the hardest holes in the game.
All right, so we've seen a ton of walk-offs already. It's been the theme really since I sat down. But I'm just saying.
You brought some good
I'm just
golf
saying.
karma.
So we could see a walk-off for a champion. We could see a walk-off to play more golf, which Lance is hoping we see. But that's all. I mean, that's the exciting part of this. And I got to say, you've been calling for Tundra. Tundra's delivered.
It has delivered.
Tundra's delivered. And
it got to 16. 16's such a beast. I was surprised. Rick's go at 16 was maybe the worst shot that he has hit in this tournament.
Yes.
That wasn't very good.
Yes.
And I think that if he had one shot to do over again, it would probably be that shot. Yeah, I don't have an issue with it being a streak or a torpedo. It would not have mattered.
Yeah.
The line was it was bad.
Yes.
And that was one of the worst shots he's hit. So, I mean, it is what it is. You're going to hit bad shots like we talked about earlier today.
But how about that putt?
Oh, God.
How about that putt?
He redeemed himself. I mean, that putt was amazing.
We talked a little bit about the pressure of play. I don't know this pressure. You do. Of playing and having to step over a left 9, right? And trying to, under normal circumstances, that ain't ideal. That ain't ideal.
That's suboptimal.
That is suboptimal. But what isn't suboptimal is more sudden death.
We're going to do it.
Now, let's go back to pace of play. I'm curious because I think sudden death, I don't now.
If I'm Lance, I just play one hole at a time. I do. So
that's what I was going to ask. So,
and that's what he did with Riley. He never got it. And Riley plays, fast, but neither of those players. Well, actually, you know what? I think Lance did play a hole while Riley was still sizing up a shot on the previous hole. So Lance may just say, hey, I don't want to slow down. It might screw me up. We'll see. There, the hipster librarian.
The hipster librarian. It's when he gets an appropriate head tilt.
And
that
has
looks
those
like
glasses on the
judging
bridge.
everyone
That
in this
nose
room.
just, yeah.
Like Tommy Lee Jones in No Country for Old Men. He's got the newspaper and the glasses.
Yes.
That's it.
That's him.
That is it. All right, so.
The monitor that we're watching this on, I keep thinking it. And not that I've ever looked at a porn video, but when they kind of blur out something, you ever see?
Yes.
It, like right there, every time.
Well,
it's just
there's an occasional blur.
There's an occasional blur where I think we're trying to hide the logo of a beer can.
No, but
I'm not sure.
But it's not. It's just his arm in motion.
It's funny to me. It's always that left corner of the monitor.
And it is usually mid-swipe because that's like the most violent motion that he takes.
So this is not, when I look at 10 here, the pin is in the very back top right corner of the green. So this is not like the best look that you could have. It's one they'll be aggressive with probably a stinger sniper shot.
And there you go. Now.
But that is not one of those, I'm going to throw a javelin at it.
That's not.
Stinger sniper. So Lance will try to hold
and this
sucker.
Is another one with, I like the shot. I think that makes a lot of sense.
What do you think? 65%?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What the hell do I know?
65%.
I had my 198%, and that's that.
You nailed it.
Yeah, but on the chips, that's above my pay grade.
Well, we'll see what he does.
All right, so.
And they're both hitting snipers, but one with a 3 and one is going even lower. Take that wind out, play even more with the 1 iron. Lance is hitting that. Is that 66? Oh, 63, and that's short. Short and left.
So, I mean, let's identify the stakes. If this goes in,
if he makes this,
he's our world champion.
Rick Copperthorne, SwiperSniper, is your world champion.
And by the way, Lance ain't slowing down.
No, he's not. Here's a good look on 2, but it's dangerous. Look at this look on
wow.
11, rather.
Yes.
If you make a mistake and go long, your match could be over. So there's stakes to be weighed before you hit that second shot. But before we even get there, SwiperSniper, a chance to win a world championship right here. The stakes have never been higher.
He is sizing this thing up. Lance, meanwhile, has got a pretty aggressive look at this one right now.
Here is Copperthorne is your world champion.
Wow.
Another walk-off. Rick Copperthorne has won it.
Wow.
the 2022 Golden Tee Mobile World Champion, Rick Copperthorne, SwiperSniper.
And a hole out, somewhat fittingly. Fantastic shot. Wow.
What a shot.
Wow.
I feel almost robbed because I want to see what Lance Harris was going to do with that 2-iron on 11.
Me too.
Because that shot was going to be
Well, that's
crazy.
where my head was at first for a split second, and then boom.
Rick Copperthorne, so well played today. Very few mistakes. Just absolutely phenomenal Golden Tee from the dentist from Las Vegas, Nevada, lives here. Short commute. It's funny.
Wow.
The two guys that don't have to fly anywhere were in the championship match. I just realized that.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Repping it quite well.
Yeah, Vegas.
All right, so we have a new world champion. Just phenomenal play. But, and these two, by the way, phenomenal play.
Yes.
You had a walk-off ace.
Yes.
You have a walk-off hole out in sudden death.
Rick's last 3 wins were all walk-offs.
Yeah.
How
many of the last
clutch?
6 matches have been walk-offs? 4
Yeah,
or 5?
yeah.
I mean, it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen incredible Golden Tee tonight. I mean, incredible. I don't know how we can ever do better than what we did tonight. I mean, the play has been phenomenal.
All right, so congratulations to Mr. Copperthorne. We got a lot. We got more arcade tomorrow. We got to rest up.
Yes.
Any thoughts on what else you saw tonight? You live, breathe this stuff. I thought at the last event it took it to like a new echelon. What about this event?
The guys put on a show for the ages. This is one of those tournaments where you remember, like, man, the 2022 World Championship was just stupid how great guys played. And I'm proud of the effort they put forth. No one embarrassed themselves. It was just a really good tournament from top to bottom. And you can't make a whole lot of mistakes in these tournaments. And even if you make no mistakes, you might not win. Rick Copperthorne played so well, deserved the championship, finished 3rd last year, 1st this year. He's a top 5 player in this world, and right now he is your world champion, the best player walking the planet right now. He's got the title to prove it. It's Rick Copperthorne.
$10,000. $10,000.
I'm going to hang out with Rick tonight.
So, yes. All right, so we need to eat.
Yes.
We need to do pictures, and we're going to try and get close to the pin up here as well because this stuff
beautiful.
is going. We've got a ton to do, but again, all weekend long we're going to be here. We'll be stopping in.
Yes.
I'll be stopping in. Need to rest up firsthand. Golden Tee Mobile World Championship is decided. Be here the next few days. We really appreciate you guys joining us. Hang out for a little bit. We'll be back.
Wow. Wow. It's crazy. That's the way that had to end, right? Yes, it was. Damn.